Angelina Ballerina, the show must go on. Angelina held up a beautiful ball gown as she danced before the mirror. "Careful, dear," said Mrs. Mouseling, who was busy sewing costumes for Miss Lily's ballet class. The class was putting on a special Christmas performance of Cinderella Mouse for Queen Seraphina of Mouseland. As Angelina twirled, the gown swirled gracefully around her. "I can't wait to play the part of Cinderella Mouse," she said excitedly. "Don't forget that you have to audition for the part first," Mr. Mouseling reminded Angelina as he tugged at the Christmas tree in the corner of the room. But Angelina was so busy dreaming about the ballet that she scarcely heard her father. On the way to ballet class, Angelina and her best friend, Alice, spotted a poster for the Cinderella Mouse ballet. "Alice, you do think I'll get the part, don't you?" Angelina asked hopefully. "Father Christmas would choose you," said little cousin Henry, who was very excited about Christmas. He carried his knitted stocking as he skipped along the snowy sidewalk. When the Mouselings reached the toy shop window, they pressed their noses against the glass and peered inside. "Alice, look at the toy theatre," gasped Angelina. "It's wonderful." Angelina could almost imagine herself dancing on the tiny stage. She gazed through the window long after the other Mouselings had run on ahead. At ballet class, Miss Lily showed Henry how to dance the part of the little beetle who turns into a coach mouse. "Now crouch down, Henry, then leap up tall," said Miss Lily, spreading her arms into the air. But Henry couldn't concentrate. "Miss Lily, does Father Christmas ring the doorbell?" he asked. "And what if Father Christmas gets stuck in my chimney?" Mr. Operatsky, the famous director who was helping Miss Lily with the ballet, leaped out of his chair. "This beetle will need a lot of work, Miss Lily," he grumbled. "Henry will do fine," said Miss Lily kindly. "And wait till you see his cousin Angelina." Then it was Angelina's turn to dance. She leaped and twirled across the floor and finished in a beautiful pose. "Charming," said Mr. Operatsky. "You are certainly the best Mouseling to dance the part of Cinderella Mouse." "But now," Mr. Operatsky continued, "let's see who is the best Mouseling to sing the part. The Queen loves music." Angelina's heart fell in her chest. She didn't like singing in front of everyone. She felt much too nervous. Angelina took a deep breath and opened her mouth. "La, la, la, la," she began. Suddenly, Angelina's voice squeaked. Priscilla Pinkpaws quickly covered her ears. Said Mr. Operatsky. "Not quite the angel I had in mind. Angelina, you will play the wicked stepmouse." Angelina was terribly disappointed. She would not play the part of Cinderella Mouse. That part had been given to Priscilla. Miss Lily came to visit that afternoon. "There are many ways of being a star," Miss Lily said gently. She set the wicked stepmouse's crown on Angelina's head. "You will be a marvellous wicked stepmouse." Angelina practiced making wicked faces in the mirror, but she couldn't stop dreaming about playing Cinderella Mouse. Then Angelina had an idea. At rehearsal the next day, Angelina practiced the part of the wicked stepmouse, but instead of singing wickedly, Angelina sang in her sweetest voice, and instead of dancing big, bold steps, she danced gracefully. Then, when Priscilla began her Cinderella dance, Angelina fell in beside her, performing the steps perfectly. Angelina danced her heart out. "Stop!" said Mr. Operatsky. "Angelina, did I ask to see you dance?" "I'm sorry," said Angelina in a small, sweet voice. "I just couldn't help myself. This is my best dance." Mr. Operatsky threw his arms into the air. "If Angelina is your best dancer," he said to Miss Lily, "why can't she dance the part of the wicked stepmouse?" Miss Lily scolded Angelina. "Stop trying to be Cinderella," said Miss Lily. "You are the wicked stepmouse." "But it should never have turned out like this," said Angelina. "Priscilla is playing Cinderella," said Miss Lily firmly. "Nothing will change that, and the show must go on." "Then it will have to go on without me," said Angelina as she burst into tears and rushed off stage. She buried her face in her hands and cried miserably. The next morning, Angelina heard laughter from outside her bedroom window. She saw Priscilla and her sister Penelope walking past the front gate. "Thank goodness Miss Lily's going to play the wicked stepmouse," Priscilla was saying. "Angelina was hopeless." Angelina sighed and sank down beside the window, feeling very sorry for herself. Mrs. Mouseling knocked gently on Angelina's bedroom door and asked, "Are you coming to breakfast, dear?" "No," said Angelina sadly. "I don't have to get to the theatre now that I'm not in the show anymore." But a little while later, Angelina went downstairs and slipped into her winter coat. "I'm going for a walk," she told her mother. On the street outside, Angelina ran into her friend Sammy. He was pulling a toboggan behind him. "Want to race the Pink-Paw twins down Cheddar Hill?" Sammy asked Angelina. Soon the toboggans were perched high on the hill. As they slid forward, Angelina crouched low. Her toboggan gained speed and Angelina and Sammy took the lead. Just then, Angelina saw two figures walking along the path below. It was Miss Lily and Mr. Operatsky. Angelina tried to turn the toboggan, but it was too late. The Mouselings crashed right into Miss Lily. "Oh dear!" cried Miss Lily as she struggled to stand up. "I'm afraid I've hurt my ankle." Angelina knelt beside her teacher. "I'm so sorry, Miss Lily," she whispered. Angelina felt terrible. Now that Miss Lily couldn't dance, Mr. Operatsky wanted to cancel the Christmas ballet. Angelina found him at the theatre packing up his things. "Please don't leave," Angelina pleaded. "The show must go on, for Miss Lily and for the Queen. I will dance the part of the wicked stepmouse. I can do it, I promise." Angelina convinced Mr. Operatsky to stay. She called all the Mouselings back to rehearsal. She even helped Henry learn to dance like a beetle. But secretly, Angelina was worried. She hadn't had time to practice her own part. Could she really do it? On Christmas Eve, the Theatre Royal was packed full. Angelina peeked nervously at the audience. She saw Mr. Operatsky sitting behind Queen Seraphina, and just beside the Queen was Miss Lily. Angelina's heart leaped, and she danced into the spotlight. She flung her arms above her head and began singing in a loud, wicked voice. At first, the audience booed the wicked stepmouse, but by the end of the performance, the audience cheered and applauded. "Bravo!" called Mr. Operatsky as Angelina danced off the stage and the red curtain came down. On Christmas morning, Angelina stood before a very large present. "Go on," urged Mr. Mouseling. "Open it." Angelina ripped off the wrapping paper, and there was a toy theatre, like the one she'd seen in the toy shop window. But this one was better, because Mr. Mouseling had made it look exactly like the Theatre Royal. "It's beautiful!" cried Angelina as she hugged her father. And now it was Angelina's turn to give a gift. Angelina held out the wicked stepmouse's crown for Miss Lily, who was celebrating with the Mouselings. "Thank you for making this the best Christmas ever," said Angelina. "For me?" said Miss Lily warmly. "Oh, Merry Christmas, my darling Angelina."